morning, colleagues. I bring greetings from India. Well, actually, we are learners, and our patients are our teachers. So our patients tell us what is best suited to them, and we follow that. So, keeping this thing in mind, we carry out a clinical audit to find out effective and safe bariatric and metabolic procedure at our center. I don't have anything to disclose as such. Well, obviously, we all know epidemic is increasing not only in developed countries, but India is also falling in its grip now. And to tell you the figures, India is the third most obese nation in the world, with figures as high as 30 million now. And now in India, we have a problem of undernutrition and overweight now existing. So the primary objective of our audit was to formulate a safe and effective surgical policy for a bariatric and a metabolic procedure. While the second aim was to analyze the complications occurring in the respective procedures, that is sleeve gastrectomy, Roux-en-Y, and MGP, since we were doing all three procedures in our center. The material and methods this audit comprised of, was based on a retrospective study, and it was done by a medical audit committee which comprised of a bariatric surgeon, a physician, an anesthetist, bariatric counselor, and a nutritionist. Well, for the complication part, we included all the 800 cases over a period of 63 months, and for the excess weight loss and resolution of comorbidities, cases with a mean follow-up of 43 months were included. So, as I said, for the complication part, majority of my patients were females with mean age of 46.5 years, mean BMI of 42, and in fairly high proportion of comorbidities, that's diabetes, hypertension, dyslipidemia, and it was a mixture of all the three procedures. And the mean surgery time taken at our center for sleeve gastrectomy and mini gastric bypass was approximately seen at about 1 hour, while that for Roux-en-Y it was more than twice this time. And for excess weight loss and resolution of comorbidities, only patients who had a mean follow-up of 43 months were taken, and that comprised of 407 cases. And again, it was a mixture of all the three procedures and all the three comorbidities in various proportions. All the observations were divided into complication part and the benefit part. And in the complication part, first we deal with the life-threatening complications. And as you can see, that in the leaks and mortality was observed only in case of sleeve, approximately 2%, while distal Roux-en-Y and MGP showed a significant incidence of low albumin levels and anemia. But still, I support this MGP because both these things are manageable, which I'll tell you how we manage at our center. Well, this is a graphical presentation of previous data, and you can see the increased levels of hypolipidemia incidence is fairly high in distal R1, RNY, and MGP, while the leaks are seen only in cases of sleeve gastrectomy, and mortality is also seen in case of sleeve gastrectomy and little bit in Roux-en-Y in our audit. Well, this is the management of hypolipidemia. Incidence was seen only in cases of longer bypasses, that is more than 230 centimeters. And in all the cases in which the length of bypass was 200 centimeters or less, the incidence was not seen. There was exception that in a single case where the levels fell below 3 gram per deciliter, and that particular patient was a case of diabetic nephropathy, but even that patient responded to the good nutritional protein-rich diet. So this is a protocol what we follow in our center, because when we started MGP, we were not very sure what length of bypass to be chosen. So we were doing longer bypasses. So in step 1, when levels fall between 3 and 3.5, we tend to give good nutritional supplementation. When levels fall between 2.5 and 2.9, I advise is to shorten the length of bypass. And when levels fall below 2.5 and you are not able to correct with other methods, our advice is reverse the bypass. So in this audit, one case of low albumin level had to be reversed. In 2 cases, we had to shorten the length of bypass, and the patients improved within 1 month. 18 cases of mild hypoalbuminemia responded to good nutritional supplementation. And now, in all our patients, the length of bypass is 200 centimeters, and no hypoalbuminemia is found in these patients. The management of hypoalbuminemia in distal RNY is difficult because it is really difficult, long and cumbersome. As compared to the management in MGB, which is hardly 20-minute surgery. And in the Roux-en-Y, the reversal really requires a region of 2 anastomosis. Well, these are some of the non-life-threatening complications. To point out few, the incidence of nausea, the reflux, the weight regain, and inadequate weight loss was seen significantly in sleep series only, while the incidence of gallstone formation and hair loss was seen more in well-absorptive procedure like MGB. This is a graphical representation of same thing. Let's get this. And so why I like MGB? This is what any pediatric surgeon would want in their results. Success rate loss is maximum in this. The resolution is almost to the tune of 90% in our audit. Here you can see this golden bar of MGB is shining, and it is superseding with regards to sleeve gastrectomy and the Roux-en-Y, whether it is weight loss or resolution. So we summarized that mortality rate was nil in MGB, and it was slightly higher in sleeve gastrectomy, that is about 2%. There was no leak in MGB with a slightly greater in sleeve gastrectomy. Vomiting, it was found only in sleeve gastrectomy cases. Weight regain was 40% in sleeve gastrectomy cases, and hypoalbuminemia was minimal in sleeve gastrectomy, and it was again less in Roux-en-Y. But in distal Roux-en-Y and MGB, it was almost to 13 to 14%, and the resolution of comorbidities was maximum in MGB. So why I prefer MGB? See the bottom line. This is what any bariatric surgeon would love. There you don't have much mortality, you don't have weight regain, and a maximum resolution of comorbidities with maximum weight loss. So this is the trend which is being followed at our center. Way back in 2007, like any other pediatric surgeon, we started sleeve and Roux-en-Y. But after we could see the powerful nature of MGB, now most of the cases at our center are MGB, and they have really picked up because it is patient to patient that you got more patients. Once your patient is happy, they bring in more patients. So we conclude that this MGB is technically more easy to perform. The mortality rate in our audit was 0. The success rate of and resolution of comorbidity was significant in our audit. Thus we formulate that MGB is a procedure of choice in compliant patients who are ready to take their vitamins, calcium and iron supplements. Sleeve gastrectomy may be done in non-compliant patients who are low in protein intake and they may not be taking the vitamins, and who are ready to accept weight regain. Roux-en and MGB are both from the same principle of restriction and malabsorption, but MGB supersedes Roux-en-Y in its technique, efficacy, reversibility, and reversibility. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Jamil. Questions from the audience? Little time. One question.
Mortality? Yeah, sir, those are all leak deaths in the sleep season. Yeah, so the leaks of 1.42, the mortality rate was seen besides leak also in the sleep series.
INFIT's data shows leaks in 3.5% primary sleep gastrectomy and 7% of redo sleep gastrectomy. And those leaks are great. They are treating. They're horrible for the patients who spend months with tubes in them and tubes in their nose and being fed, and a lot of them die.
But
Okay.
we need to look at the new data of sleep. Sleep at the beginning is really pretty high risk, but now you can see this conference more and more reports very low risk. In our own experience, we had 9% leakage in the first 100 cases, but we now have 300 cases without zero complication in the recent 300. So technically we improved. So we must compare with the same period and the same technique.
You do the dissection as you speak at people, gynae recommend cardia, isolating the left crust and so on, or do you go to the left